Aloha, Sagittarius. This is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with your soulmate and love reading for mid-July 2022 to mid-August 2022. So very exciting times. There is a lot of astrological energy in this particular time frame that is transitional, changing. It's beautiful energy. So we just had the Capricorn full moon, giving us a burst to move forward to our goals. We're about to have the Cancer new moon that's opening up beautiful emotions for us, allowing us to move through the emotional portal to release that which no longer serves. Cancer was the beginning of this particular soulmate cycle, so really enjoying seeing how that's moving forward, as well as we have the Lionsgate portal on 8/8. So the Lionsgate opens up July 26th. It's in its full alignment on the 8th of August. This is, I will do a full-on video for that, but just so you understand the energies, every year our sun lines up with the star Sirius, which is like the central sun, our spiritual sun. It burns thousands of times brighter than our actual sun, and so it opens a really special gateway. This alignment aligns with the pyramids. There's many beautiful things. Our ancient past and future here has understood the alignments of these stars and how it opens an energetic and cosmic gateway. This gateway allows us to hop onto higher timelines more easily, so to the timeline that where you're living your best possible incarnation at this time. It helps us to release that which no longer serves. Things that are no longer vibrationally a match will fall away, and where we are headed, we get upgrades to our DNA, etc. Okay, so really beautiful energies in this particular reading that's going to help you with the transformation. Before we get fully started on your reading, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you for hitting that bell button. All those things help my channel to grow and expand. Thank you for those who have donated and tipped and who comment. I love engaging with you. YouTube likes it, so let's keep that up. If you would like a private reading with me personally, I have put a link to my Etsy shop. There are 3 different options on there to have a private reading with me. I do want to put this out there that there have been scammers about, and I am not on any of the social media, so I've taken myself off of TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. I don't have Twitter. And so if anyone that's posing as me offers a reading or asks for money, please save your beautiful money. Know that it is a scam, and the way to get to me is through YouTube only, okay, if you would like a private reading. And as well as I do a contest every month, more of a drawing, free to enter, free to win, for a 30-minute session with me personally. I'll let you know at the end of the video how to enter the drawing, as some are here just for the messages. Okay, let's get to it. Sagittarius, we're going to get a Keepers of the Light card to look at who is looking over your journey at this time for this particular month-long cycle. And the energies last for about 30 days. They may go on further just because how intense the transformational energies, the transformations will continue to occur past the 30 days. All right, we have Melchizedek, higher learning. Right, it says you have learned from experience, more inner study is now required for further progress. So in this soulmate cycle, Sagittarius, you have learned through your experiences. You may have been dealing with more than one type of person, really moving into releasing the karmic components that you've had, and now you are going to the next level. The higher learning within love, romance, universal love, and specifically your soulmate counterpart. Now remember, there's multiple soulmates in our life. There's not just one, okay? So you can't mess it up It's an energy, just like twin flame is an energy. It is not a specific meat suit, right? Like, it doesn't have to be a specific person. It can be, and there are people who will continue to grow and evolve with us. But the soulmate energy, your counterpart, can be in any person. Okay, just wanted to put that out there. Sometimes we get stuck on one particular person, not realizing that the evolving that's happening is within ourselves, and that reflection is in who we're relating to outside. All right. Well, let's look at this month. I'm excited about this. You guys are going to be having some spiritual downloads, really learning and growing. And to help your soulmate cycle, like on a side note here, is if you have opportunity for higher learning or spiritual learning in any topic, it does not have to be about love, that's going to be really good for you, Sagittarius. So just pay attention to that, the opportunities that may present themselves during this month, because it'll be helpful to you, but also it helps your soulmate cycle. Okay, let's see. So the person that you've had in mind, there's been some indecision here about this. It feels like the divine feminine in this connection is really moving up in their frequencies. They're moving up in their power, and we have the divine masculine may have been in a hermit position. Okay, so there is definitely a pullback of energies, some more learning to be done. Okay, and let's just go a little deeper into this here, and then I will. Okay, I really wanted a very good shuffle. All right. I'm getting that song, like, you can go your own way. I don't remember who sings that. It's old school. I think it's like 80s or not. Go your own way. Do, 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 do. Okay. All right. Beautiful. One more, they said. Okay, so we've had some indecision. I feel like that there has been, with your soulmate or with the person that you've been dealing with, there has been some arguments, some uncertainty. Both of you are trying to figure out where to place your energies, what you value in the connection. There may be quite a bit of indecision that's been happening, and been blinded a little bit by just the feelings that have been involved, and it's been hard to make a clear decision. That being said, during this particular time, I feel like the divine feminine, you're moving into your Empress position. Okay, so you are kind of going to focus on your higher learning. You're going to focus on your spirit. You're going to focus on work during this time. You are seen as quite powerful, and your masculine, okay, now mind you, this doesn't have to do with gender. This has to do with energy. We all have masculine and feminine energy, so take it how it resonates for you, because I'm reading for thousands of people. So if it doesn't resonate, please just leave that and only take what works for you. Okay, with the Four of Cups here, your person is really stuck in the past energies. I feel like they feel like they're not quite enough. It still feels like you're still trying to offer your cup to them. But in this particular month, you're going to boss up quite a bit. You already have that quality, Sagittarius. And so it's like the divine masculine is in the place of looking at regrets and not realizing that there's still a cup available for them, okay? You still have your heart for them, but they are quite closed off. I feel like your person in this may have already started the process of kind of going into reflective mode and drawing their energy back. Their energy is very, very drawn back at this time. And it's because they are going inside for healing and to reveal in themselves like what has been secret. They are in a process. The divine masculine's in the process of learning from spirit, from healing. They are learning where they've been a little bit shady, where they've betrayed themselves or your connection. All right, there may have been betrayal that happened between the two of you, and there's a healing that's happening here. I also feel like they're trying to figure out how they can be enough for you. Like, even though I don't feel like you have been expecting them to be anything different than what they are, Sagittarius, they don't feel like they are quite up to your level. And so they're in a process of healing. So they may have drawn their energy back, pretty far, because both you and your soulmate need to go to the next level of learning in order to have it be harmonious between the two of you. So with your person, Spirit's kind of, they're letting you know it's not personal if they draw back during this month, okay? Or if they already started that process. It's not personal at all. They still very much care for you. What I'm noticing in these readings at this time, it's so transformative. There's not a lot of cups in the readings. There's a lot of logistics, right? Of moving up spiritually, of discerning between the spirits and choosing what's right, okay, for each individual. And so is the case for Sagittarius, okay? Now, what I do see is that by the end of the month, there's communication coming in. Your person's going to have a bit of a spiritual epiphany. This is Archangel Michael's Sword of Truth. All right, we have Melchizedek. So both of you are doing these higher learnings. They're also showing me that if you're not in communication, or if your person has drawn their energy back, you all will be relating during dream time as well as in that 5D, so in meditations. So do pay attention to the conversations you have with your person in your meditative and dream state. Keep a little journal of that, because they are getting those spiritual epiphanies. Now they're having a hard time digesting it. I'm getting indigestion. I started having hiccups. So understand that they are retreating a bit so that they can regroup. All right. And so you're going to be doing your thing, but they're going to be coming in with communication that they would like to work it out with you. There's going to be illumination around what they have been going through, what you have been going through, what you've been learning, what they've been learning. Truths are going to be revealed, because I feel like the only reason that the two of you really aren't communicating well is the communication factor. It's like, it sounds silly, but it's like there's no reason for you guys to really be separate. Both parties are very much enjoying one another. It's just that there has been some miscommunication and sitting in the past. So it feels like both parties are going to speak the truth of what you've been learning. The other thing I'm seeing here is for you, Sagittarius, is that you may find a group or a network of people where you can learn the spiritual truths, because the Ace of Swords is actually the Ace of Spades in the Destiny cards and in cartomancy. And the Ace of Swords is the Ace of Spades is the card of the Magi. It's the card of the spiritual apprentice. It's the initiate. It's the knowledge, the secret spiritual knowledge. And you've got Melchizedek going to higher learning. Okay. Now, for many of you with this moon, the moon's ruled by Cancer, but or Cancer's ruled by the moon, rather. But what I'm seeing here is learning, diving into deep divine feminine. The divine feminine may be moving into spiritual schools that have to do with divine femininity to a higher level. Okay, so some of you may be doing like womb clearing or learning they just said Mary Magdalene. Okay, so you may be Isis, the goddess Isis. So you may be moving into these higher spiritual learnings at this time, while your soulmate is a little bit on retreat. Okay, and some of you may take a retreat together, but this feels a bit like y'all are separate during this time to figure out what it is that you're wanting to heal within you. And then we have the Chariot. Okay, then communication comes in. All right, so by the end of this month period, after this 8/8 portal, it feels like you've cleared out the things that no longer need to be there. It feels like you have, had a little bit of spiritual school, whatever that may be, whatever your higher learning may be, Sagittarius. You've focused on you, okay, and you've bossed up in such a way that in comes your person balanced with communication, wanting victory with you. Okay, so there will be conversations and truth told by the end of this month-long cycle. Okay, lots of transformation in this particular relationship. Okay, it feels very much like you guys are just progressing to the next level. Like you went as far as you could in that particular dimensional energy, and now you both need to learn a little bit more of how to relate with one another, how to relate spiritually at a higher level, and it's really beautiful energy. So let me just get a card from a Wisdom of the Oracle to close out, but this is great. So Sagittarius, basically what Spirit's suggesting is at this time, take the focus kind of off that never-ending cycle. We got never-ending story, and a few other signs got this, and I can't quite remember who it was. So this is also kind of a collective message. So never-ending story is like, he loves me not, she loves me not, back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And notice that this fairy is just had it, all right, just done. And I feel like that's where your energy is at the beginning of this particular month-long cycle. But we have a leg up, okay? So you're going to do the spiritual learning to get yourself a leg up in this cycle. You're no longer going to go round and round and round. You're like, okay, what can I change to align myself to my goal and to boss up and be the empress or emperor that I know that I am? And Melchizedek's going to help with that, okay? You have learned from experience, so you're going to take your learnings from this and move it higher, okay? You're going to get yourself a leg up in this cycle, and you're going to do it from a spiritual frame, all right? Where sometimes there's a more practical frame that Spirit's asking for. This is more of a spiritual frame. So you're going to go into spirit and really set your sights, like the Sagittarian that you are, towards the stars, all right? So and aim truly. Sagittarians have 4 feet planted and they're aimed, arching at the stars always, okay? And so this is you really being in your power, Sagittarius. They're also saying something about travel or spiritual pilgrimage. So if you were planning on to travel to like any kind of vortex locations or spiritual pilgrimage or travel for spiritual learning, this is a very positive indication. If you needed a sign, this is the sign they're saying. So there's a big, like 2 thumbs up, a yes to that, because it'll help you in your own life, but also with your soulmate and relating with them. So there's going to be a learning there, okay? So really love this energy. I love that you're getting this sorted. You guys are just going to the next level. So do understand if there's any bit of separation that's happening or will happen during this time, it's truly just that you guys are going to your own corners to get yourself balanced, and then you'll be right back together, okay? But you'll be back together on the next level, and that's a beautiful energy. So thank you so much, Sagittarius. I'm going to leave that there. If you would like to enter the drawing, remember it's free to enter, free to win. Here's how you do it. You be a subscriber if you're not already. So subscribe, hit that bell button, like and share this video. And then in the comment section below, write, I am learning from my experience. I am learning from my experience. And that lets me know that you'd like to enter the drawing. I will do that on the 1st of the month on video and announce the winner, and hopefully it is you. So until next time, aloha.